What is so dangerous about engaging in rideshare? Whether driving for Uber or Lyft, why the hell do you make videos making it sound like ride sharing is so dangerous? I get asked that all the time. What up, folks? Once again, it is indeed your boy Tim with another ride sharing video. Well, today I wanted to make this video because somebody asked me that, and I'm just going to simply title it what I believe is the most dangerous thing to do in ride sharing. Because we oftentimes find ourselves with people in our vehicles that we don't necessarily feel comfortable with, but sometimes you don't know that shit until they're actually in the back of your damn car. So what's one of the most dangerous things you can do in ride sharing? Something that the passenger wants and you say no. In my humble opinion, saying no to a passenger for any reason at all can literally be the most dangerous thing you do. Whether it's a passenger getting in your vehicle wanting to go to a distant location or a neighborhood that you would prefer not to go to. Maybe you get somebody getting in your vehicle with a young child and they have no car seat and you're telling them we cannot legally ride like this. Picking up folks in the after club crowd 2-3 o'clock in the morning when they're already drunk and telling them you can't get in my car with that beer or that drink in your hand, that can lead to it. But if there is anything that is probably at the top of the list in regards to what is the most dangerous thing you can do as a rideshare driver, it's simply saying no to your passengers. I've had women, and I'm a big guy, I've had women talk shit to me simply for telling them no. I had an old lady get in my car, old white lady, probably 60 years old or older. Never forget it. Picked her up at a Walgreens a couple years ago. She gets in the vehicle. It's winter outside. First thing she says, whoa, it took you guys forever to get here. Fine, I am here. Let's go. I look at the trip. It was an Uber ride, I believe. This was back when they didn't tell you the destination. You didn't know where the hell the passenger was going until you actually had him in your vehicle, which in itself creates a hell of a lot of danger. You should know everything about that trip before you accept it. Very similar to anything else anything else you would do as an independent contractor. If you was an independent contractor in the plumbing business, for instance, when a customer called you to give you a job, you would be able to ask every single question you needed to know about that job. Is it upstairs? Is it downstairs? Is it in a dark environment? What type of plumbing you got? All of that shit you would know, giving you a more educated decision on whether to accept the trip or not. All independent contractors generally know everything about the job before they accept it. In ride sharing, you don't. And it's for a specific reason. The damn companies know if they were transparent with the drivers, if they told the driver every damn thing that is involved in the trip, a lot of trips would not be accepted. Even with them doing it the way they do it, with the shady ass shit they do, most drivers have a huge denial rate, or their acceptance rate is pathetic. Yours truly, I don't think I accept 10% of the trips they give me because a hell of a lot of that shit is garbage. But what about you? What the hell is your acceptance rate? I'm going to assume it's nowhere near 50%. Because if you accept everything they give you, you are losing money. But back to this Walgreens trip. She's exhausted. She's been waiting for a while. It's winter. She gets in the car. She's glad I finally arrived. The minute I look down at my app, I notice she is going to a sister city 35 miles away. Not much in between the two towns. So if you drive somebody to the sister city, you can start taking trips there, but very few passengers go back and forth between the towns. So you'll be stuck in the sister city taking trips, but whenever you want to come back home, you're going to be driving empty at your own expense. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to drive you 30 miles or 35 miles, not get paid much for the 35 miles, but then tack on another 35 miles with no one in the vehicle at my own expense. So essentially you're driving 70 miles for that 35-mile pay. Just absolutely no way that's going to happen. Looked at the location and told the woman right off the bat, I'm sorry, I cannot take you here. I don't go there. And I explained to her why. Nobody wants to come back. It's at my own expense. She immediately got pissed off. Well, I'm not getting out the car. I'm looking at, bitch, I'll drag your ass out of my shit. You gonna get out, but she was adamant. I'm not getting out the car. So how the hell do you get this person out of the car without committing a damn felony in the process? Finally, after letting her know without a shadow of a doubt, the longer you sit here and argue with me, the longer it's going to take you to get another driver here and actually get home. Because the one you're talking to ain't taking you. It took her about 10 minutes of arguing back and forth with me trying my best not to put my hands on her or pull out a beautiful can of mace and turn her face into the front of a Krispy Kreme donut. But finally, she got out of the vehicle, slammed the hell out of my door. I swear I wanted to get out and put hands on this senior citizen. But I'm just bringing this to you because saying no to your passengers is one of the most dangerous things you can do in rideshare. Had a sister get in my car, probably in her 30s. She got in the car. I don't know if she was moving or what she was doing. Once again, going out of town. Had a bunch of bags of like laundry, clothes or whatever. Threw them in the trunk. Two big dudes get in the car with her. So now my car is looking like an episode of Good Times. And once again, it pops up that she's going to another town. She's going out of town. And I started out immediately giving her my take. I don't go to that city. And you could instantly see her smile turn upside down. She's ready to go the hell off. And I'm thinking to myself, how the hell am I going to get out of this? This is about to get real ugly. Because she looks like she's like their matriarch or whatever. She's only like in her 30s or whatever. But she obviously was leading that deal. But these other two bigger guys were in the car with me. Fortunately, one of them stated something to the effect of, well, somebody's coming to pick us up or something like that. And you know what her response was? Oh, okay, because I know he was not going to tell me we ain't going there. She was ready to fight. She was ready to push back and fight on that. So telling your passengers no is probably one of the most dangerous things. I've covered stories of drivers. Actually, one driver down in Florida had to kill his passenger because once again he told the passenger no to something and the passenger proceeded to beat the hell out of him. It is very common when you tell a passenger no, you would either get cursed out, get your vehicle vandalized, or in some cases, they may put hands on you. But I want to ask some of my veteran drivers in the comment section, have you ever told a passenger no and instantly had to deal with a hell of a lot of resistance, or in some cases, violence from your passenger? Stay safe out there, folks. Be cautious. Always, what do I say? Stay strapped up. Mace, something to slice or poke with, up to and including a firearm if you're comfortable. You need that shit in this profession. See you in the next video.